Hello and welcome to our next segment reading of the Asatru Edda. I am Asger Rodskeg, and today's chapter entitled Hildr is a direct continuation from our last story where Odin had lent his horse Sleipnir to his son Höðr so that he may meet with a woman whom he would be bound in marriage. Now, Hildr, who is the daughter of Hogni and the son of Slagfiner, she is a remarkable person as far as the stories go because Hildr is actually one of the Valkyrie or the Valkyrja. And this union with Höðr, as we will find out, is definitely a grand tale. So, today's chapter, Hildr. Hildr was the daughter of Hogni, son of Slagfiner. It is said that Höðr exchanged oaths of friendship with Slagfiner's sons, and that his alliance with Hildr would thus compensate for their father's death. Höðr rode up the Hildrfjord until he came across a building on the mountain. There he saw a bright light, as if a fire was burning, which blazed up to the sky. The Varfglögr flared up to the skies, and the earth quivered with awful fire. Of the folk warders few who dare to ride through the fire unflinchingly. Höðr urged Sleipnir with his sword, and the fire was quenched before the young god, the flames baited before the bold one. Inside he saw a warrior lying asleep, completely armed, wearing helmet and mail coat. He first took the helmet off the warrior's head and saw that it was a woman. Her coat of mail was tight on her, as if it had grown to her body. With his sword he slit the armor from the neck down, and then both sleeves, and took it off her. She then awoke, sat up, and, on seeing Höðr, said, "What slit my armor? How was my sleep broken? Who has cast the heavy bonds from me?" Höðr replied, "Odin's son has just now ripped the raven's perch with Höðr's sword." She said, "Long have I slept, long was I pressed by sleep. Long are mortals' sufferings. Odin is the reason that I could not cast off my slumbering state." Höðr sat down and asked her name. She then took a horn filled with mead and gave it to him, the mini horn. She said, Hail Daggr's sons, hail Nat and Nit. Look down upon us with benevolent eyes and give victory to the sitting. Hail the Aesir, hail the Assenger, hail the bounteous earth. Words and wisdom give to us, and healing hands in life. She said her name was Hildr, and she was a Valkyrja. She said that two kings had made war upon each other, one of them whom was named Hjalmugnar. He was old and a great warrior, and Odin had promised him victory. The other was Agnar, a kinsman of Alda, whom no divinity would patronize. Hildr overcame Hjalmugnar in battle. In revenge for this, Odin pricked her with a Svefnthorn and declared that thenceforth she would never have victory in battle and should be given in marriage. But I said to him that I had bound myself by a vow not to espouse any man who couldn't be made to fear. She had also vowed to wed only that man who dared to ride through the Vaferlogr. Höðr replied by imploring her to teach him wisdom, for she had knowledge from all of the worlds. She said, "You will probably have more knowledge in things than I do, yet I will teach you, indeed and gratefully, if there is any of my wisdom that will in any way bring you pleasure. either of Runar or of other matters that are the root of things. But now let us drink together, and may the Godin give us a good day, so that we may win favor and fame from my words, and that you may hereafter notice what we speak together. Then Hildr filled a horn and bore it to Höðr to bind him to her. Then she said, I bring you ale, O oak of battle. It is mixed with might and with bright glory. It is full of song and honorable speech, of potent incantations and joyous discourses. Sigrunar you must know, if you will have victory. Engrave them on your sword's hilt, some on the sheath and some on the guard, and twice name the name of Tyr. O Runar, you must know, if you wish that another's wife will not betray your trust, if you confide in her. They must be wristed on the horn and on the back of the hand and nailed on the nails. A cup must be blessed and guarded against peril, and garlic cast in the liquor. When I know that you will never have mead mixed with treachery. Björgrunar you must know, if you will help and lose the child from woman. They must be wristed on the palm and clasped round her joints, and pray to the Disir for aid. Brimrunar you must know, if you will have your sailing steeds float securely. They must be wristed on the prow and on the helm blade, and etched with fire on the oars. No surge shall be so towering, nor wave so dark, that you will not come safe from the sea. Limrunar you must know, if you would be a leech, and would know how to heal wounds. They must be wristed on the bark and on the leaves of trees of those whose boughs bend eastward. Malrunar you must know, if you do not wish that the strong one, Odin, shall requite you with consuming woe for the injury you have caused. All those Runar must you wind, weave, and place together in the thing where the host of people go into the full judgments. Hugrunar you must know, if you will be a wiser man than each other. Those interpreted, those wristed, those devised by Hraptor Odin from the sap which had leaked from the heath Dropnir Mimir's head, and from Holdropnir Mimir's horn. He stands on a rock with Brimir's sword. He has a helm on his head. Then will Mimir's head speak its first word wise, and utter true sayings. They are, it is said, wristed on the shield which stands before the shining god, on Arvarkur's ear, and on Alsvidr's hoof, on the wheels which roll under Rognir Vorander's car, on Sleipnir's teeth, and on the sledge's bands. On the bear's paw, and on Bragi's tongue, and on the wolf's claws, and the eagle's beaks, on bloody wings, and on the bridge's head, on the midwife's hand, and on the healing track. On glass and on gold, on amulets of men, in wine and in wort, and in the welcome seat, on Gognir's point, and on Grani's breast, and on the Norn's nail, and the owl's beak. All were erased that were inscribed and mixed with the holy mead, and sent on distant ways. They are with the Aesir, they are with the Alfar, and some with wise Vanir, some human beings have. Those are Brokrunar, those are Bjarkrunar, and all Orrunar, and precious Megingdenrunar, for those who can, without confusion or corruption, turn them to his welfare. Use them, if you understand them, until the powers perish. Then Hildr said, "Surely no wiser woman than you may be found in all of the worlds. Teach me more of your wisdom." She answered, "It is seemly that I do according to your will and show you more beneficial counsels for your prayers' sake and your wisdom. Now you shall choose, since a choice is offered to you. Keen armed warrior, my speech or silence. Think it over in your mind, all evils are meted out." And Hother said, "I will not flee, though you know I am doomed. I was not born a coward. I will receive all your friendly counsels as long as life is in me." Hildr said, "This I counsel first, that toward your kinsmen you think yourself blameless. Do not take hasty vengeance, although they rise up strife. That, it is said, benefits the dead. This I counsel second, that you swear no oath if it is not to be true. Horrible Limar fall heavily on broken troth. Accursed is the oath breaker. This I counsel third, that at the thing you do not contend with a foolish man. For the unwise man often utters worse words than he knows of. All is vain if you keep silent. Then you will seem a coward, or else truly accursed. Doubtful is a servant's testimony unless you get a good one. On the next day let his life go forth, and so reward men's lies. This I counsel forth, if a nefarious witch lives by your route. To go on is better than to lodge there, though night may overtake you. The sons of men, needing searching eyes when they have to fight fiercely, often often evil women sit by the wayside, who deaden weapons and valor. This I counsel fifth. Although you see a fair woman sitting on the benches, do not let their kindred silver have power over your sleep. Entice no woman to kiss you. This I counsel sixth, although among men pass offensively tipsy talk, never quarrel with drunken warriors. Wine steals the wits of men. Brawls and drink have been a heartfelt sorrow to merry men. To some their death, to some calamity, many are the griefs of men. This I counsel seventh. If you have disputes with a daring man, it is better for men to fight than to be burned within their home. This I counsel eighth. Guard yourself against evil and eschew deceit. Entice no maiden nor wife of men, nor entice them to wantonness. This I counsel ninth. Render the last service to the corpses you find on the ground, whether they have died from sickness, or are drowned, or are dead from weapons. Make a bath for those who are dead, wash their hands and head, comb them and wipe them dry, before you lay them in the coffin, and pray for their happy sleep. This I counsel tenth, that you never trust the oaths of a foe's kinsman, whose brother you have slain or felled his father. There is a wolf and a young son that is gladdened with gold. Do not think strifes and fierce enmities to be lulled. No more than deadly injury, a prince does not easily acquire wisdom and fame in arms, who shall be foremost of men. This I counsel eleventh, that if you look at evil, whatever course you may take, it seems to me the prince may not enjoy a long life. Fierce disputes will arise. Hother said, "A wiser mortal does not exist, and I swear that I will have you, for you are after my heart." She answered, "I will have you above all others, though I have to choose among all men." And this they confirmed with oaths to each other. The battle strengthener Hildr engages himself to Hildr. The ring is brokered as a gift. The rule of the host moves under Hogni's daughter's tent. Höðr beloved prepares a bed for most helmet harmers. The lady Hildr of the Hjadnigar received a mundar, a sword, and famous for slaying. At the same time, Slagfinr's beloved Edda was given in marriage to Forseti, Baldr's son, with Nanna to further honor the slain Ivaldi's son. Baldr owned a hall, Glitnir, the Thing of the Goden, and was their settler of disputes. Forseti later inherits this hall and his father's role as arbitrator. Glitnir is the hall with golden pillars, and its roof is set with silver. There dwells Forseti throughout all time and settles all disputes. All who come to him with legal difficulties leave reconciled. That hall is the best place of judgment known to the Goden and men. Thank you very much for sitting in on our next segment reading. I hope you enjoyed the content. Please support the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to catch all of our new content. Thank you again for listening in. We'll see you on the next segment.